network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head. You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
Every single day, something's gonna come your way, good or bad. You don't need to hang your head, gotta make a move instead. Don't be mad, there's always a way to get everything to positive in your life. Nothing can stop you now, that's the way we live now. 'Cause life is so good, go open up the doors to live that good life. Just want you to do all that you can do. Every day to help somebody live that good life. That good life, la la la. Something's gonna come your way, good or bad. You don't need to hang your head, gotta make a move instead. Don't be mad, there's always a way to get everything to positive in your life. Nothing can stop you now, that's the way we live now. 'Cause life is so good, go open up the doors to live that good life. Just want you to do all that you can do. Every day to help somebody live that good life. That good life, la la la.
Hey everybody, this is the Good Life Online Radio Show. This is your co-host Shea Meminger. My best friend from opposite end, Adiagha Faiza, is on her way. We are just promoting a lifestyle and a commitment to resourcefulness. This is a movement, everyone. We are all about celebrating the innovators, the risk takers, the movers, the shakers, the go-getters, those who open other doors, and those who find a way to make it all happen. We call them our do-gooders, and that's you, everybody, our listening audience, of course. And of course, we are broadcasting live from the GoPro Radio Network here in Inwood, New York City. Bright lights in big city. Today is today is Wednesday, May 6th, 2015. And we always want to take the time out to thank our supporters, our community, and our family for their positive energy and tangible support to the vision. We never take it lightly, the power to influence, the power to inspire, and of course, the power to empower. And as always, as you receive, pay it forward, everyone. Do-gooders, our lines are open right now. You can call in at 347-838-8917. That number again is 347-838-8917. So again, as I said, my best friend is coming in. She is running a little bit late, but I do want to just let everyone know what's been going on this week. For those of you who are teachers, this is Teacher Appreciation Week, so I want to give a shout out to all of the teachers and guidance counselors and deans out there listening, all of our do-gooders who are in the education field. We thank you and we appreciate you for all of the hard work that you've done. And I was having a conversation with two of the teachers at my school, and we were talking about some teachers that left a memorable impact on our lives. And I'll never forget my third grade teacher, Miss Wallace, who taught me how to write in cursive. And I've, working in the schools now, A lot of the students don't have great penmanship, but when I was growing up, that was one of the things that you prided yourself on, that your papers were neat. And when you got to third grade, you wanted to learn cursive, and Miss Wallace taught me how to write in cursive, and I think it just changed my life because I barely write in print, but it was one of those things that I knew that I was progressing in school, and I was learning because she gave me that opportunity to work with me and help me with my penmanship. And it's one of those things that, even though it's something as small as writing in cursive, the frustration level that can be there when a person who is 8 and 9 years old is trying to learn something new, and a teacher who is still patient and kind and takes their time, even on their lunch break, to, just help them along. It goes so far. And so, Miss Wallace, wherever you are, I want to thank you for teaching me how to write that wonderful Z. I still write that way. And we are here at The Good Life. We're always talking about those who open other doors. And there have been teachers who have been profiled in the last few months that are opening doors for young people all over this country, all over this world. President Barack Obama was in the Bronx yesterday talking about the Black Male Initiative and the Black Male Alliance. And that program is all about helping young Black and brown boys all over this country to realize their dreams and to set a goal to those dreams and not just make it something that is that seems unattainable. So I just want to thank all of those educators, whether you're in the school building or not. If you're touching and influencing a young person's life, you are definitely an educator. So definitely I want to give a shout out to you all. And as my co-host comes in when we go to our break, we're going to talk about this past weekend and all the fun that we had. We're going to take a really quick break. It is The Good Life on the GoPro Radio Network. Go open other doors.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a great opportunity. If you have an event, product, service, talent, or something important to say, now is your chance. You can have your very own radio show. Whether you're just starting out or a veteran looking for a professional platform to enhance your presentation and following, the GoPro Radio Network is the premier place to cultivate and share new and exciting content. We can help you grow your audience and keep it growing long after your first broadcast. Now you have a voice. Call 212-696-8562 or visit www.goproradio.com, and you'll be amazed at how easy and affordable it is to have your very own professional radio show on the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
She's here.
I'm here.
Yay.
And full of facts. I'm here. Yes. Hi, do-gooders. I missed you.
So, welcome
Yes.
to The Good Life.
Hey.
The best Wednesday of your life.
That's right. Our Wednesdays are our Fridays.
That is correct.
Woo.
It's like a vacation in an
Sure
hour.
is. Why are we both wearing black?
I don't know, because
I
we're
don't
fabulous.
understand this.
We are fabulous.
Woo! Doing it.
Yes.
So we had so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
If you weren't there, you missed it. The Pink Pamper Expo 2015 was really off the charts. I mean, we connected with so many beautiful women
Yes.
and men who were there getting their, either they were getting their businesses off the ground or continuing in the success of their businesses, the networking that was there. I mean, it was just it was so beautifully put together by Velvet and Narissa.
Right.
And, this was the second annual Pink Pamper Expo, so I'm sure there'll be a third annual.
I'm hoping.
So if you didn't get there this year, you know where to be next year, right?
Yes.
Pre-Mother's Day soiree.
That's right. That's right. Get on their mailing list so you won't forget.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. I believe you can go on pinkpamperexpo.com.
Yes. And if you're on Instagram, just do hashtag Pink Pamper Expo and you can see some of the lovely pictures. Actually, we were on the pink carpet.
The pink carpet.
Yes. And so we'll show you some of that footage will be up on GoPro Radio's website. So you'll see that soon. We had such an awesome
Amazing time. I saw all the little ones, all the
goodness.
little princesses were there with their moms and their dads and just enjoying the day and being around love and support. And you could see it on everyone's faces.
You really could.
Just the sheer ecstasy of being around so much positive energy.
Yeah, we were able to talk to Mika Claxton. Yes. We were able to talk to Yandy Smith, spend some time with Yandy Smith and Lucinda Cross, who we want to get into that.
Yes.
Lucinda Cross is one bad sister.
She's a monster.
Okay?
A monster.
When we've been talking about dreaming big and going for your goals and saying what you want out loud, but she is a pioneer of vision boarding.
That's right.
Have you ever heard about vision boarding, do-gooders? Vision boarding is like you need to have a picture in your mind. You have to put it on paper as to what it is that you want to accomplish. Remember, we said you don't believe it because you don't see it, right? So that vision boarding is necessary for you to get the vision in front of you so you can develop a plan to work towards that, right?
That's right. I sat in just for a few minutes in one of her workshops. She did two last week. And I was, getting some things together before we departed. And it's so much more than a collage. There's a lot of thought in everything that goes on that board. There are questions that need to be asked when you are thinking about what is the trajectory of your life? Like, what is it that you really want? And why do you really want it? Right. It's not just arbitrarily putting...
The why is important.
Exactly. It's not, I want to get married, so I'm cutting out a picture of a ring. Boom. I want to, I want to lose weight, so I'm going to cut out a picture of vegetables. Bang. It's about why do you want to lose weight? How much weight do you want to lose? When do you want to lose it by?
You can't just want to lose it because your class reunion is coming
exactly.
up.
Exactly.
And you trying to show out to all the people that used to bully you back in the day, and now you trying to be like, bam. It can't be. That's not going to last long.
I can't do that. No, I can't just show them.
That's not gonna last long, do-gooders.
I don't want it to last long.
You can't do it you just want it for that one day?
I just want it for that one day.
Then you're gonna be right back on the wheel.
No, it's
doing
all right.
your little crunches.
As long as I can look at them and say, how you like me now?
That's what you want to do?
That's it.
How you like me now?
That's right. I wear contacts now. You can't make fun of my glasses. I wear contacts. That's right.
It has to be more lasting than that. You have to have a deep-rooted... Don't listen to Shea. Don't listen to Shea.
I'm all in jest. Seriously, her vision boarding class is something powerful to witness. And I wasn't even sitting at the table and I was inspired. Just being in the room, her presence alone, that's a woman of power. Her children are wonderful. They were so polite.
Yes, they were.
But listen, if you don't know what vision boarding is, type in her name,
Lucinda Cross,
and just go on YouTube, go on the internet, and research who she is and what she does and the impact that she's had on this phenomenon called vision boarding. She does it like no other. There's a whole bunch of people that I've seen that do vision boarding. I've pulled up all sorts of how-tos. The way that she gets to the heart of the matter of your desires, the desires of your heart, the way she gets down to those is like no other. I've never experienced
Take
that
some
before.
time and think about it.
That's right.
Take some time and really think about and envision what you want your life to be
Right.
like, and all of the moving parts.
Right.
You know, so if
Right.
so if you're not familiar with the word vision boarding, I'm sure do-gooders you're familiar with the word collage.
Yes.
Right. When you cut out little, you go, maybe go through a magazine.
Shout out to 5th grade.
And crayons and all color. You have your little magazine. You may see a house or something in there.
I
You
like
cut-
that.
You cut that out. You put that. You take a little glue or whatever you want
That's
to do,
right.
and you stick that on the board. Maybe you wanted to always, I don't know, build a business, and maybe you see a business building that you like. You cut that out and you put it on the board.
I like that.
It's basically giving you something to look forward to
Yes.
and speaking. I truly believe that when you speak it, it manifests. You putting something out into the energy, putting something out into the atmosphere to say, I'm preparing my mind, I'm preparing my life for this. But you got to speak it, though. For some people are afraid to speak it. We talked about that, right?
We have.
Afraid to speak it,
Right.
Then you're not really too clear on the vision. So the vision boarding and the collaging is so you can be clear
That's right.
on what your vision is. And then not only are you putting it down, but you're presenting it.
Right.
You are so people, you walk in their house sometimes you can see their vision board. You ever been in somebody's? I remember one time I was dating this guy and I went into his home, and when you walked into, he wasn't a vision board. He didn't do collages or vision boarding. But one thing I remembered about him is that when you walked into his house, you knew what he was about.
Right.
You know why? Because he had nothing but books and books and books of things that of the field that he was studying.
Right.
There was no doubt in your mind, and when you walked into that door, you knew he was about business.
Right.
You knew what he was studying. You could see his life. He created an environment that showed this is what I'm about.
Right.
And so that's what vision boarding and collaging
It
is
is,
about.
and it's to help inspire you.
Excuse me, y'all.
We are all suffering from the spring,
Jeez.
the spring
pollen,
fever,
all that.
honey. It's
Woo.
a mess here in New York. Those of you who live outside of New York, you better thank your lucky stars because it is a mess out here in these streets. But what I was going to say is, this process is so encouraging for you to actually see what it is that you want to do
Right.
and inspire you to get out there and take the necessary steps in order to do it.
Right.
I was talking with one of my colleagues and I said, some of these kids have goals, but they don't want to take the steps in order to achieve these goals.
And why is it they don't want to take the steps?
They're too afraid to try. They've never been told they could do it. They don't believe that they can do it.
Or maybe they don't see too many people
They
doing
don't,
it.
right. So it's multifaceted.
Right.
But all of it has to do with a lack of courage. And one of my students said, "I want to be a chef." I said, "Okay, great. Well, do you try new foods? I don't like that."
Okay, so what he gonna make?
I don't know what
for the
he's going to
masses?
make. I think he's just going to make what he likes to eat.
But that's not gonna work.
It's not. It's going to be
If
a
I'm
very.
gonna come to your restaurant,
It's going to be a very small restaurant. Maybe 3 seats.
a bar.
3 seats.
Okay.
2 for his parents and 1 for him.
He has to. If you want to be a chef, you have to.
You have to
know,
expand
you
your
have to
palate.
expand your palate. You have to try new things.
Right.
You got to go to different restaurants, which means that you may have to step out of your neighborhood.
That's right.
You may have to watch different shows that maybe you didn't think were too interesting,
Exactly.
but because you want to do that thing, you got to step on out.
Exactly.
You got to find maybe you got to travel to different countries and try to figure out what the spices are.
Exactly.
Try to find new spice market. I don't want to be a chef and I know what to do.
Come on now, because I do. I love food. But, I think on my road, that will be one of the things that I will master. Going to cooking class and
Yes.
mastering some type of cuisine. I don't want to get,
But wait, that might take you off your little fitness goal. You was on a little fitness.
They have small spoons. They have small spoons.
You want a little sample?
I want a little sample.
All right, don't
but
sample too much.
I do want to go to culinary school and just.
Well, this is new to me, Shea. You ain't never said this to me.
What you talking about?
You ain't never said nothing like this. You know what this is? I know what this is, y'all.
What is it?
Don't be fooled by Shea. I know what this is. Remember, see, all I do good is take your mind way back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Go way back.
I don't know what you're
to
talking
that
about.
debut show. Remember January 7th, or was it the show after January 7th? But remember, when we talked about motherhood, see, this is nothing but Shea's master plan to become to become Susie homemaker. That's right. She don't want to be no chef. She just trying to make sure she got herself together for when homeboy walks in the door.
The cuisine is already on fleek right now.
Oh, what's your dish? What you can make?
First of all, I can make stuffed shells from scratch.
Okay, that sounds good. That's not average. That's
it's not. I can make jambalaya from scratch.
Okay, that's above average right there.
Yes,
okay.
it is.
Everybody can do that. Okay.
I can make a corn chowder from scratch.
Okay.
Yes.
So you well on your way.
I am. Welcome home, honey. The food's on the table. I lit a couple of candles for you.
Woo, child.
How was your day?
I can't. I ain't never heard you say you want to go, but that's all right.
But you know how much I love food, though.
I do. And I know you want to be prepared.
That's right.
But when it's time, no, you did not do the Tamar snap.
I did, because I'm telling you, I'm ready.
Anyway, I will be ordering it. Let me stop. I don't want to do myself. Let me not do myself like that. But it's good. It's good to have a vision. It's good to have a vision and putting it down and not being afraid of saying, this is what you want. I like, and not being afraid. Well, some people say you can't really share your dreams with people like that. Be careful who you share. But just like I said, when I walked into that brother's house and I saw what he was about, there was no doubt about it that he was about business. Sometimes you have to really surround whether it be your friends, whether it be in your environment, the things that you say, the things that you watch, the places that you go, those things have to really reflect where you are trying to go in life.
Right.
And when there's a disconnect, that can be a barrier from you getting to where you want to go.
Right.
Faster than not.
Exactly.
Right? Or sooner than not.
Right.
So this is a lot.
But you know what? This opened the door to this event on Saturday, opened the door to so many possibilities. I went home inspired.
I did too.
I went home tired, but I went home inspired. I was extremely exhausted because it was a lot of work.
A lot of engagement.
Yes, it was. And for those of you who are not, extroverts, or you may be introverted extroverts like myself, you're on when it's time to be on, but you can't be on all the time.
Because you're pouring yourself into it.
I was in it.
But that's all right, because we tell you something, do
yes.
We left there with people saying they enjoyed our
that's
energy.
Right. Yay.
Different people, I think, expressed interest in us hosting for them. So you know what? Guess what? We stepped up. We had a vision. We stepped out.
Yes.
It manifested itself. We were there. We had a good time. And guess what? It opened other doors.
That's right. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
No matter how tired you get, you have to go open other doors.
That's right.
We're going to take another break.
All right. This is The Good Life on GoPro Radio. Go get it.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
We need resistance, struggle, action against the war at home and the endless wars abroad. Come to a major conference of the United National Anti-War Coalition. That's UNAC. Stop racist police violence, end militarism, and the school-to-prison pipeline. See you Friday, May 8th to Sunday, May 10th in Secaucus, New Jersey. It's only 20 minutes away from New York City. Find the links, connect the dots, get the skills. Join hundreds of activists, resistance fighters, and community forces. Participate in workshops, participate in panels. Also, there's lots of culture and music. Register and get all the info at unacpeace.org. That's UNACPEACE.org. Come for the weekend or just a full day. We need your voice. Lend your voice, and all power to the people. What if you can have an entire team of skilled professionals to help your business grow? Admin, accounts, marketing, and more, but only pay for the exact amount of support you need at virtually the same cost you'd pay for one full-time employee. With Virtual Professions, you can. One contact, one number gets you a team of virtual professionals for exactly what your business needs. It's 1-888-315-VPRO. That's 1-888-315-8776. Or online at www.virtualprofessions.net. Virtual Professions Incorporated, because you mean business.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
You are listening to The Good Life on the GoPro Radio Network. We are back.
We're back.
We're back. We're back. We're back. Just shout out again to the founders of the Pink Pamper Expo.
Narissa and Velvet.
Yes, that's right. We had a great time. Thank you so much for inviting us to be on the pink carpet. And we hope to see you all next year.
We sure will.
Bigger and better things.
Yeah, but you know what? While we were at the Pink Pamper Expo, one thing that we walked away with thinking is about how positive the interaction was, and how so much of that we don't see on media today.
Right.
Right? Especially between women.
That's right.
Right? Coming together. So I don't see, this is the thing. At the Pink Pamper Expo, there were women who had businesses, and the people that were there representing each booth, they were partners who came together because they had a similar vision. And whether they were friends, whether they were relatives, they came together and they put these businesses together, got these businesses up off the ground. And so when we left there, we were like, wow, this is really, I think they having a party in the booth. What's going on in the booth there? We hearing all kinds of noises. It's not that's all right. But no, so when we left the Pink Pamper Expo, we were so inspired, and we got us thinking, how come we don't see that reflected in the media?
Right. Right.
And this whole thing about, for instance, you know all the reality TV shows.
You know all of them. Name them.
We know all of them,
yes,
okay?
You can name them.
Especially the popular ones. And what's so prominent in these shows is that is you have a platform, right, that can do so much good.
Right. Right.
You have a platform where you can launch a business, or you can, or whatever the business that you had when you got the platform, you can, it can emerge and become even bigger because you expand because you have this platform. There's so many women of influence and power and educated women who are on these shows that do nothing but tear each other down. There's so many things that can happen that can arise because of them coming together and being as a group on the show, and it does not happen.
Right.
Why is that? So the question that's put on the table is,
why are we so obsessed with other people's dirty laundry?
I don't understand. And demise. Why?
I don't get
Why?
it.
Okay, so with reality TV, they definitely, reality TV is based on the voyeuristic aspect of people wanting to peek into your life. They could be, and these people could be fans of the person they're watching, but it's something inherent, it's something in human nature where we either want to confirm or dispel a myth or something about that person. So we may think this person is, perfect and all the other stuff, and so the reason why we want to watch is to see if they're not so perfect.
Right.
If their marriage is not so right. If they have financial issues.
I knew something was going on.
They got mental issues.
I knew it.
And that's what it's all based on, this voyeuristic thing. And so it's like people, I don't know, I guess people get their jollies off of watching somebody who may be esteemed fall.
I think it has
from
a lot.
Grace.
Yeah, and I think it also has a lot to do with the need to not focus on the faults in your life.
So you watch these shows to run away from your own life.
Right.
Oh, that's what it is.
So that you can say, see, this person, they try to act like they're all perfect, but they have problems.
So that's why I could continue to be ratchet.
Right. See? Everybody makes mistakes.
That's why I could continue being a fool.
See? That's why, their marriage is messed up too.
That's why I could continue, doing all kinds of things behind my partner's back.
A mess.
Because so and so, well, if they can't, and look what they got. If they can't keep it together, why your expectations so high on me?
Stop it, right now.
I just, I don't know if it's doing more harm. Now there are some shows that I love to watch,
right?
Especially the ones with the kids.
And there are some shows now. There are some shows that highlight the children, but then they pan the camera. and the parents are acting plumb crazy.
You know, it has its entertainment value, but when you look at, I don't know, I guess when you look at the overall impact, it's like, yeah, what impact is it really having?
Not
but
much.
to show, particularly amongst women of color, that we can't get along. And that is not true.
It's not.
Pink Panther Expo was an
proved
example
that. Yes.
that is not true. Our show is an example that is not true.
Right.
But the images that we see show that we can't get along. We ready to talk about one another. We can't wait to dig up some dirt. When once we dig up the dirt, we can't wait to put it on air. We can't wait to take somebody's man up a... That's all I see. And it's so... And side note, Atlanta, shout out to our do-gooders in Atlanta. But I have a question. Are there not enough men in Atlanta? Like, why? From the men that I see that's on these shows, it's like they scraping the bottom of the barrel. What's going on?
No comment.
I'm
I'm gonna refrain from commenting.
No, really?
So that I don't offend.
You gonna leave me out there?
I'm not gonna leave you. I'm walking side by side. I'm just not going to.
I just don't understand. These are beautiful women with so much to offer. And the guys are talented with so much to offer. But they sell themselves so short. And I'm sitting there looking like, girl, why you stop. Don't jump off that cliff. That one over there jumped off the cliff. This one over there jumped off the cliff. He did that same thing to that girl over there. What makes you think it's going to be any different?
Because the
pickings can't be that slim, Shea.
They get a vajacial. What is it called?
What?
A vajacial.
What the heck? Do-gooders. See, that's why I can't. Sometimes I can't ask Shea.
That's what they get. They feel like because they got a vajacial that
what?
It's going to be different. Those of you who know what that is.
So you think that because you are a woman,
see, here's the thing.
That okay, what?
There are women out here who feel that the pocketbook that they have,
oh Lord help us,
is so beautiful.
Really?
That any person who comes within 10 feet,
they just gonna be they're gonna lose their mind.
They're gonna change their life around. They're gonna be born again.
They're gonna be born again.
Not even a Christian. They're just gonna be born again.
You gonna lead them to salvation.
Yes, you leading them to the salvation
with your special pocketbook.
With your pocketbook.
Well, let me tell you something. I was watching Steve Harvey not too long ago, and I remember he told a woman on there. He said it is all the same.
It is.
He said, really, us men is really with y'all is really all the same.
Right.
It only changes. It's only different when there's emotions attached, and we really care about you. But we don't really care about you. It's all the same.
Exactly.
So I don't care if you bedazzle it.
Get a vajacial.
I don't care if you can do tricks.
I want to see the tricks you can do.
I don't care if you straight out of Cirque du Soleil. It's all the same. If they don't have any emotions attached to you, guess what? You're gonna be right there with the rest of them that they done did wrong.
But also, if you're not offering anything more than a vajacial, then why are they staying? Why would they want to stay?
Don't ask me, child.
Well, this is part of the problem.
What's okay?
Because
let's help them figure it out. Let's figure it out.
This is one of the reasons why we're talking about this, because there are women who are on these shows who are dealing with all of these issues in terms of relationship.
Mm-hmm.
They're not talking about having meaningful relationships with this individual.
It's all about conquering and winning.
Right, and you know that their pocketbook is the best.
Well, listen, we got a caller. Somebody want to chime in. This is The Good Life. This is Adiagha and Shea. Who are we speaking to and where you're calling from?
I want to remain anonymous right now.
Okay.
Okay. Can you explain, this is for Shea. Okay, what is... Oh, gosh. What's that term? Vacation?
Oh, my gosh. Somebody actually called in to find out. Oh, Shea, tell them what it is.
A vajacial is when they manicure the nether regions of a female.
Oh,
and they make sure that there aren't any imperfections.
Flaws?
Yes. And
okay.
yes.
Like a facial.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling
Thank
the
you
Good
for
Life.
calling. Yeah, okay.
Anything I can do to change someone's life.
Okay. You know, maybe she exposed. I think you exposed the dude that. Shea, I can't.
Listen.
Anyway,
I'm opening other doors.
The point was, I think that some of these women and some of these men too, but particularly the women, it's really about conquering. And I won. I beat you out. But did you really get a prize?
How did you beat me out though?
Because he's here and he's not over there.
Right, but he's here for 10 minutes.
Okay, but he's not saying
because
sometime 5.
Right, but no, and the reason why I say that is because clearly this dude is a serial.
But they're not saying that. They're saying it as a Game of Thrones. Who's gonna wear the crown?
I can't do that.
They say a Game of Thrones. Who's gonna wear the crown? Who gonna win? Who's gonna be the leader? And you're not really winning anything.
It's not. You're not.
And you know what's so sad is that the women, they get upset when they find out it's another woman, right? And so they want to go after the other woman. Meanwhile, the man is what he doing?
He's saying, you know, I have a problem.
I just can't help myself.
So what you want me to do?
You know
you want me to be single so I could just be with everybody?
You know, but we didn't really put any labels on our relationship.
You know I love you.
We was only with each other. I ain't really promised nothing. I ain't really say I was in love.
You know I love you. I love you.
I got love for you.
Good night. Get out of my face. This is why I
block. What does that mean? I got love for you. I got love for you.
This is why I block your number. And this is why when you text me, you get an instant message back. Please don't text.
But why are the women mad at the other woman?
Because this is all that they're offering. So when your chips are down and you don't have anything else, yes, you're going to get upset. Because the one thing that you thought was your bargaining chip, it is now being proven.
How is that your bargaining chip?
Because you're not bringing anything else to the table.
These women are brilliant. These women, they have a lot. You know, what they put their minds to shows their level of brilliance.
Yes, but
what they can accomplish.
But here's the problem.
What?
Clearly, they're not using those skills, those tactile skills, in the area of relationship. They might be smart in other areas, but clearly they are dumb in love.
I don't want to call them dumb.
No. Okay, less than smart. How about that?
Oh, see, now she going to Wendy Williams.
No, I'm not. That's a term.
That's what she's saying.
Ignorant.
I'm sitting there like, no, don't do it.
Clearly, you're not using intelligence when it comes to this man, because it could be the third show of the season and they introduce him and I'm looking at him like, this dude is no.
But what are you? Okay, so talking about women everywhere.
Yes.
Whether you have a child by the man or not, what does it get you to constantly be crying over someone, constantly be worried about where that person is, constantly be worried about is the person going to go back to the one that they said they left, or constantly be worried about, am I going to get the support I need, constantly be you're looking at your phone, constantly be worried. I mean, what does it get you?
Because
where does it get you?
You don't feel like there are any other options.
That's exactly. Back to vision boarding. See, it all goes.
You don't feel like there are any other options. I have to be with this rusty dusty. I have to be with this man.
And that is a lie.
And it is. But for some of our do-gooders out here, we have to inspire you. Use your intellect in the areas of all things.
You can't have this is as good as it gets mentality. If you have this is as good as it gets mentality, that's as good as you're gonna get.
And then don't be mad.
And
don't be
listen.
Don't be mad.
We going in. We going in. This is the Good Life. Adiagha and Shea. Go get it. GoPro Radio Network.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
We need resistance, struggle, action against the war at home and the endless wars abroad. Come to a major conference of the United National Anti-War Coalition. That's UNAC. Stop racist police violence, end militarism, and the school-to-prison pipeline. See you Friday, May 8th to Sunday, May 10th in Secaucus, New Jersey. It's only 20 minutes away from New York City. Find the links, connect the dots, get the skills. Join hundreds of activists, resistance fighters, and community forces. Participate in workshops, participate in panels. Also, there's lots of culture and music. Register and get all the info at unacpeace.org. That's UNACPEACE.org. Come for the weekend or just a full day. We need your voice. Lend your voice, and all power to the people.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a great opportunity. If you have an event, product, service, talent, or something important to say, now is your chance. You can have your very own radio show. Whether you're just starting out or a veteran looking for a professional platform to enhance your presentation and following, the GoPro Radio Network is the premier place to cultivate and share new and exciting content. We can help you grow your audience and keep it growing long after your first broadcast. Now you have a voice. Call 212-696-8562 or visit www.GoProRadio.com and you'll be amazed at how easy and affordable it is to have your very own professional radio show on the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
Hey, this is Adiagha and Shea. This is The Good Life on GoPro Radio Network. So listen, we was about to go in, right?
That's right.
Because we're talking about, The Good Life, we're all about uplifting, empowering, inspiring, and we're not just one gender focused.
No.
We're about to get in on the men who have, we talked about the women, right, and what they do to other women. But now we're about to talk about the men because there's some men out there, there's some lonely hearts out there.
That's right.
Who have given their all. Bleeding heart.
Yes.
And there's some women that have watched them bleed and ain't giving them no kind of support.
Jezebel. Your Jezebel.
Right. And so we want to uplift you brothers too, you know.
Yes.
Because you said something on the break.
Yes.
Repeat it for the do-gooders.
There are men who will basically pave the streets with gold for a woman.
The streets with gold. Making it rain.
He'll make it in his own house if he could.
Yes.
He'd make the gold bars and pave the street.
So you could skippity-doo-dah down it.
Exactly. And there are women who will take advantage of his love, of his kindness.
Bleed you dry.
Just suck him dry.
Because they really don't know what love looks like.
No.
Right? And so sometimes there's some men out there who are the bleeding hearts, who are good guys, and unfortunately they get taken as suckers, right?
Right.
He too nice.
Right.
That's the good guy.
Why you so nice to me?
Why you so nice? And which is a testament to what they've gone through.
Exactly.
That they don't know how to look at love and appreciation and respect as something to have, but they're looking at it as, well, when the shoe gonna drop?
Right.
Oh, you weak.
Right.
You weak. I can walk all over you.
Right. Or I'm just gonna take advantage of you and just, if you want to give me money, I'm gonna take it.
Exactly.
And that's not cool, And we have so many of these juxtapositions where we have women who are being mistreated by men who are being mistreated by women. And there's not a common understanding of, I'm caring for you because I want you in my life. I think that you and I together can, build something that is long lasting.
People are thinking about, let me tell you.
Honey, they wanted for Jay's show.
Let me tell you what's going on. Let me tell you why the good guy, this is my philosophy. Sometimes the good guy get played for weak and a sucker by some of these women out here that don't know how to receive love and don't know how to recognize and acknowledge love. Because you know why?
Why?
There's some women out here, they looking for the triceps and the biceps. And and sometimes the good guy ain't the tricep and bicep. Now, I know there's some good guys out there that got it going on physically. But a lot of times, sometimes women are looking for the wrong thing. So tricep and bicep. Let me tell you about tricep and bicep. Let me tell you what my grandma used to tell me.
I'm listening.
Tricep and bicep so long that he hasn't had the opportunity or he hasn't had to work on his personality. You know why?
All he has to do is make his chest jump.
All he got to do is make it.
Just
make it pop, right?
All
he got to do is make it pop, because you got this one over here that want to be with him just because he tricep bicep, because he looked like the one that he's the one that everybody wants,
and he's a smut dog,
and he's the one that everybody want, right? So he ain't got to work on how to be kind. He ain't got to work on how. This is for the men and the women,
right?
For the women,
because there's some.
So we got tricep, bicep, and we got.
There's some triceps and biceps with the ladies.
Yeah, but it's more.
It's the 4 B's.
What's that?
It's the boobies, the booty, the back, and the other area.
The rooter to the tutor.
Right.
So you got the rooter to the tutor, and then you got the tricep, then you got the tricep and the bicep, and these two individuals have not, because they are packaged the way they're packaged, God bless them, because we trying to get there before the summertime. But God bless them. You know what I'm saying? But they haven't had to work because people are so attracted to what they see that they may overlook that they don't have to be kind. They didn't have to work on how to be considerate. They didn't have to work how to be a man or a woman of their word. They didn't have to work on those things because because sometimes how you look affords you certain luxuries in life. Now that's a fact. Now if you think that how you look, because America and people can be very shallow.
Yes,
don't think that your pretty face and them biceps, triceps and biceps didn't open some doors for you.
Oh, we're superficial people, but
yes, we are.
My father always told me, don't think that you're just gonna get by on your charm and wit and good looks.
Well, my grandma said God don't like ugly, and he ain't too fond of cute and pretty neither.
And my mother said an empty wagon makes a lot of noise, because if you don't have anything in your head, then what are you offering? What are you bringing to the table?
Not a daggone
just
thing.
A whole bunch of noise.
But the weave and nails. How you gonna learn how to make a biscuit? You see how Shea go to culinary school?
Come on now.
Learn how to make a biscuit. Learn how to balance a checkbook. How to.
What happened to the home ec classes, so people can have something in their head and in their heart at the same time?
But I'm just saying, that's what I find, that typically so people are looking for the wrong thing. So you might overlook homeboy that maybe he's not on a scale of 1 to 10. Maybe he's not a 10. Maybe he's not a 9. Maybe he's what old people say, easy on the eye.
Yes, that's what they say.
Maybe he easy on the eye. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But it's a nice guy, good conversation, man of his word. He's on time. He's considerate. He thinks about. He supports you in what you're doing. You're not an enigma to his family and friends. And the same, and vice versa.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
But people are missing out because they looking for the rooter to the tutor, and they looking for the tricep and bicep.
Right. Well, I'm not the type to be half naked walking around in these streets.
Look.
And honestly, all my male do-gooders who are out there who, you might be attracted to that, I want to just challenge you all to think about, how long does that attraction last? Okay, so
as long as until the next one come by that got more triceps, biceps, and more rooter and more tutor.
Right. So we're all about promoting long-lasting relationships, and listen. We're not knocking anybody who has the body. Listen, because Lord knows I'm trying to trim a few pounds, and if I could wear a midriff shirt,
let's do it.
I would be so amazing, and everybody would be so sick of me. My belly button would be out all day.
But we're talking about balance,
right?
As you work on the outside, you work on the inside.
You have to work on the inside.
You work on the mental. You work on the spiritual.
Your inside must be more beautiful than your outside.
But what happens is people don't say. You don't walk by and people say, "Oh, she got a nice spirit." That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen.
But if they do, most of the time, I know I walk away quickly because they're like, "I love your aura." I'm sorry.
Are you a prophet? Are you a prophet?
No, you're not my type. You're not my type. I don't want you reading my orange and my yellow, and I see a brown there.
Okay,
maybe,
no.
Can I do some aura cleansing on you?
I got somewhere to go.
No, I'm leaving right now.
But yeah, so what we're saying is that there's so many things you have to work on so you can be somebody that somebody wants to work with, whether it's in business. So you can be somebody that somebody wants to join together, because all those other superficial things are not going to last. It's not going to last.
It's not.
It doesn't worth up to much, because beauty does fade.
And
it really does over time.
You essentially want to be the person that you would like to date.
Right.
So if you know that one of your pet peeves is someone who is always standing you up, then maybe you need to look at how punctual you are in
That's
life.
right. That is true.
Not just getting to appointments. How punctual are you in achieving goals?
Right.
So we don't look at things in the broad spectrum of stuff.
Can't be mad.
Right. You can't be mad if someone stands you up when you've been trying to, lose 5 pounds for the last 10 years and haven't put down the milkshake yet. You can't be upset. You can't.
Because what you are is what you attract. I know you don't
Exactly.
want to say that. I know, because some people might be like, well, wait a minute. I'm a nice person, and I just keep getting these jerks, or I'm a nice man, and I keep getting my heart
You were reading my
broken.
journal. You were reading my journal.
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
But sometimes sometimes we really got to do some internal work.
We do.
There might be some things still lingering,
We do.
and it might not show up exactly how you are, but in certain different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And also listening to your intuition when you don't feel something is right.
Most of the time it's not.
Don't keep going down that yellow. Don't keep skipping down that yellow brick road.
And also, if you have a great circle of friends,
Yes.
people that are genuinely happy for your success, that are always supporting you, not people that are doubting every move that you make, but people who are genuinely interested in your success.
Sometimes that's hard to find.
It is, but I'm quite sure that somebody has somebody in
Yes,
their life.
yes.
When they say to you, I don't know about that person, 9 times out of 10, you may need to sit down and evaluate some things.
When somebody tells you something about somebody else, and say you may need to watch out.
Yeah, like like when you introduce this person that you're dating to that friend,
Oh, okay.
and they say, hey, he's all right, or she's okay.
Don't separate yourself now and
Right.
go into hiding with this person.
Or
because
say that they're hating. They just hating on our
some
relationship.
people could really look and see clearly inside that looking glass and see things that you don't see.
Exactly.
Little
you
nuances.
you clouded by the love.
and what you call it?
The vajacial.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some people can see things you can't see, and sometimes you could be so happy to be in a situation
Right.
that you could be, a little blinded by it, and sometimes you move a little too fast. You jump, there's process.
Exactly.
There's a process in some things. Get to know somebody. Get to see how they operate.
Right.
Before you decide, I'm going to join my life. I'm going to join my DNA. I'm going to join my business plan. I'm going to join my finances.
Don't do that.
I'm going to join my social networks. I'm going to join my family.
Make sure that you're sure.
Make sure that you're sure. That is so true.
Make sure that you're sure.
And get around people who are really gonna tell you the truth.
Right.
Most definitely. They're
Yes.
gonna tell you the truth. This is the good life. GOPRORADIO. Listen, we getting in because we want our do-gooders to do good.
That's right.
All right, and go open other doors for themselves and for others. So we'll be back. The Good Life.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a great opportunity. If you have an event, product, service, talent, or something important to say, now is your chance. You can have your very own radio show. Whether you're just starting out or a veteran looking for a professional platform to enhance your presentation and following, the GoPro Radio Network is the premier place to cultivate and share new and exciting content. We can help you grow your audience and keep it growing long after your first broadcast. Now you have a voice. Call 212-696-8562 or visit www.GoProRadio.com and you'll be amazed at how easy and affordable it is to have your very own professional radio show on the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
This is The Good Life on GoPro Radio Network. We have had a wonderful conversation tonight.
Wonderful.
I always love our Wednesdays. Wednesdays are Fridays. We've been talking about so much. I mean, but it all goes back to our original topic when we were discussing the obsession with airing other people's dirty laundry.
Yeah.
And I just want to encourage all of our do-gooders who are listening to, it's okay to, watch these shows. They're indulgences. Listen, I have my list of shows that I check in on every now and then, but I don't inundate my life with watching this train wreck, because then I find myself, when I was doing it, looking for people's setbacks, always being so judgmental,
and just eating the popcorn while you watching somebody life unravel.
Right. But not just on the TV. I found myself being negative in my own real life. That everything was just negative. That's not gonna work. No. And it became like a virus.
It's like things that go into your eye gate, your ear gate, your mouth gate. All of that is really connected.
And they affect how you view the rest of the world. And I want to encourage all of our do-gooders to not become so obsessed with airing other people's dirty laundry, whether it's on TV or in your own circle of friends or people that you know. Because honestly, your laundry smells horrible.
And why create bad karma for yourself?
Exactly.
What you do to others surely will come back to you.
Right. And you don't want to be known as that person.
You don't want to be that person in the room.
I mean, all of us, for the most part, who listen to the Good Life on GoPro Radio Network, we're all adults. Mm-hmm. And some of this stuff that we're doing that we see on TV is so juvenile and so middle school. And it's like, why do you want to be that person? We need to elevate our thinking, elevate our support, elevate our expectations of each other and even ourselves.
And when we're given platforms, and we are afforded, when we are blessed with platforms, use it for the good.
Exactly.
Use it for the good.
Don't set your family back 4,000 years. Don't set them back.
Because you're trying to set it off.
Right, because you want some ratings.
Because all people are doing is sitting there laughing at you.
Exactly.
Saying, I'm so glad that ain't me.
Right.
So glad that ain't my dirty laundry on TV. Mm-hmm. So glad, what I'm saying? Why be that? So you know what? Determined to be a do-gooder, put that goal in sight and go open other doors for yourself and for others. Because remember, whatever you want in life, you can have it.
That's right.
Our do-gooders are go-getters. So what? Get up and go get it.
That's right. Have a great weekend.